What's up, y'all? It's your girl Renee Nicole, and you are now tuned into Name a Better Duo, available on Instagram Live and YouTube at Renee Nicole I Am. Welcome back to Name a Better Duo. I am Renee Nicole, and I'm here live to celebrate. First of all, it's my birthday, y'all. It's my birthday. Thank you guys for coming back and tuning in. I'm so happy to celebrate first, like to kick it off right with you guys. So thank you guys for tuning in and being here every week. I know we're on a special day this week. We're on Thursday. I'm taking a little small getaway tomorrow, so I wanted to get in here and celebrate with you guys before I really get the party started this weekend. We are continuing the small business spotlight, and we are going to have two entrepreneurs. We're going to be naming a better trio, okay, on this week. And the first guest is here. Oh, and the second guest is here. Okay, let's get it started. Welcome, everyone.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you see me?
What you're not going to do is come in here and slay on my birthday. What you're not going to do.
Because I ain't been able to dress up in a minute, so happy.
I love it. You look beautiful.
Birthday, my friend.
Oh, thank you.
How's the volume? It's good? I'm good?
Yeah, it's good. Thank you, Baliko. Everyone's saying happy birthday. I appreciate you guys. You know, every day, every year, it's another reason to celebrate. It's another reason to thank the Lord that I done made it another year. So, and who better to celebrate with than with my bestest friend? She's not a stranger to you guys. You saw her in the Wealth series, and we are coming back with some more entrepreneurial conversation, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna bless y'all, and we're just so excited to have you, Ebony. Thank you for coming back. Did I say your name? I just said my best friend. This is Ebony Melvin.
Of course, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. The beauty, sheesh. Come on, Black girls. I love it. Thank you, Bookie. So I wanted to continue the Small Business Spotlight series, even with this little special birthday celebration, because that's what we're in right now. We are in the season of building wealth, right? And we are in the season of just finding multiple streams of revenue and just getting where the money resides, okay? The money is here. It's where we reside, okay? And so you, my dear, have a small business in addition to, you know, working your full-time job. And I just wanted to be able to, but you know, we got to start somewhere, right? Yeah. Look, they might be watching. Stop. No. We want to share how you're doing it. It's not easy work, but it's like necessary work if you want to elevate to the next level. So I wanted to be able to share that with the people. And so without further ado, ladies and gents, welcome Miss Ebony Melvin. Hey, that's the cheers.
I'm just happy to be here.
I'm so happy to have you. Why don't you introduce yourself? I know you're not a stranger, like I said, but let people know who you are and let them know a little bit about your small business.
Well, my name is Ebony. Me and Renee grew up together. That is my bestest friend in the whole wide world. I'm a Air Force veteran, and I'm currently, working my 9-to-5 for the federal government. It's a really important job, but it's not what I feel like that was my purpose to do, So, I went on a health journey, and I came across CMOS, and CMOS has been just life-changing for me. I didn't even want to go into business, but it was like God ordained. Like when I posted about taking the CMOS, everybody just started hitting me up and inquiring. So I was just like, I have to go into business because this stuff costs too much to just give it away, But yeah, it's so funny. It's just like I was trying to go on my own personal health journey, but it seemed like a lot of people were in the same position as me, and of course with COVID-19, everybody wants to be as healthy as possible. So I think that's why it's so like I don't know, it's really mind blowing how it just kind of blew up. Cause I was just truly just trying to show off. Like, I made some sea moss today, and everybody was like, "Oh, really? Let me get some of that." So, yeah. So
it's a beautiful thing when it kind of falls in your lap, like I feel like a lot of us are searching for our purpose. A lot of us want to start a business, but we don't know what our thing is. But when you're just putting out the thing that you are diving into and people come to you, what better way to start a business? So it's a
this has to
thing.
be probably, I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, this has probably been the easiest business venture that I've had, and it's because, like, I don't even do any advertising, and people just come to me, and I feel like every other thing that I ventured in was like kind of difficult, and this just, like you said, it just fell into my lap, and I just ran with it. So that's how I became the sea moss lady. But yeah,
but I love and we're gonna get to know the sea.
Go ahead.
I said we're gonna get to know the sea moss lady herself before we ask you questions about your business. So, because you're an avid viewer, I like to start with some warm-up questions, and this right here is my favorite question because I feel like this is how you get to know a person. Like, what was it on ATL? Lauren London was like, you can tell by the way somebody skates. You can tell by the answer to this question what their personality is.
She was like, she was like, the way you skate. That movie's hilarious.
Like, you don't got talent. Okay. Yeah. If you could hear one song for the first time, what would it be?
Girl, no guidance. It would have to be Groove Theory, Tell Me. Because every time that comes on, I be jamming out. That is my jam. I remember the first time I heard that song. I was like 8, 9, playing like a boombox in my room. Look, I'm showing off for you. This is the 80s and 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Come through.
I had to
we 80s babies, 90s kids up in here.
Yeah, so I had to say something, 90s R&B. That's all me. Yes. So Group Theory, Tell Me, that is my jam. I'm never gonna skip over it. It's always like hearing it for the first time. So that's what
it's a banger. And they didn't really have any other songs, did they?
Like they had a couple other songs. It just wasn't that heat. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't that heat?
Yeah, that Tell Me joint.
Yeah.
I hear that to this day. Thank you, Mommy. Happy birthday. Thank you. I hear that to this day, and it's a vibe. Okay, I love it.
It's a whole vibe.
What gets you motivated?
Nobody try to remix it yet. So.
Right. If you listen to some stuff, it's probably in some song. We just didn't pick up on it.
It might be like
songs. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. What gets you motivated on a cloudy day?
I would have to say my son. Just seeing him smile and his childlike love of everything and learning new things every day. It's definitely my son. His love is just unconditional. So it's like, if I'm feeling down, I just got to get up and move, at least for him, for the day. So.
Yes. That's what they say, man. Children are like our greatest blessing. So I love to see it.
And you're his godmommy, so you be knowing.
I be knowing. That's my
KJ, he's just a light in a dark place.
Yes, he's so brilliant. Straight A's all the time.
Girl.
What's he got? Peace Awards. He just be getting all the awards. I love to see it.
He's got the Peace Award. Like, who gets a Peace Award? What in the world?
But I'm here for it. Like, what better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What would you name your alter ego?
Girl, you already know. I have first of all, I'm a Gemini. Don't come for me in these comments. But first of all, I'm a Gemini. But Celebrity E is one of my alter egos. Since I write and sing, so I'm gonna have to go with Celebrity E.
Thank you, Mom Trinata. Thank you. Celebrity E all day. Very, 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 very true. Okay, Yonsei. I was about to say Yonsei.
I was like, you and my mama called me that.
Yes, because you're very much a performer, a celebrity, okay? And you're very much a Gemini, but we're here for it.
I don't know what you mean by that. All right.
Hi,
Hey,
Grandma. I
Grandma.
got all the families in the room today, okay? All
Yes,
the
big
families.
fan.
So we're
It's
going
the
to hop into this
support for
conversation
me.
because it's the support and the family and the love for me. Okay. All right. We're going to hop into this happy moss conversation because that's what the people came here for. So we're not going to hold y'all. We're not going to hold y'all. You better have a used jar that shows that you've been on it, okay? You've been taking your daily dose, okay? So tell us what interested you. You did mention briefly about your health journey. What interested you in sea moss and what are some of its benefits?
Girl, so what interested me in sea moss, which I never really knew what sea moss was. I just heard about it every now and then. You know, you see advertisements on Instagram, and I'm like, people buy anything these days. But I started following this vegan chef, which a lot of people probably know. Her name is Queen of Green. My mom actually got me to start following her. She's just like all over the place. A health nut. She's like, bro, heal thyself, all that. And I'm like, you mean Jesus heals? You know, what you mean heal thyself? But you know, I
But
went on like
natural
this
remedies.
week-long, right. I went on like this week-long, what she called a journey, where it was basically just eating better, meditating, things like that. It was really cool. But the main thing that she said was we need to be taking our sea moss every day. And I was like, first of all, where I'm supposed to get some sea moss from? Then I gotta make it. Like, what is going on? I just thought the lady was crazy. You know, I was just trying to do something different. But apparently she's not that crazy. So what happened was I was like, okay, I didn't follow the plan to a T, but I was like, I want to at least try to do the sea moss every day. So I ordered my first batch of sea moss. It was very simple to make for me. Like other people have told me that they try to make it and the consistency just ain't right and all that. For me, it was like nothing. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I was like, now I guess I got to eat this stuff, you know? So what I started to do was blend it in my smoothies, make it with my tea in the morning. And I just like almost within a few days, almost instantly, but like in a few days, I just started feeling better. I was more energized. I was more focused with my work, you know, because I go in daydreams at work because I know it's not what I'm really supposed to be doing in life. You know, I'm grateful though, Lord. I'm grateful for the job. But you know, everything just kind of changed. My weight started dropping. You know, I was already working out, but I just, you know, always had a hard time trying to drop the weight. You know, since September, which is when I started the sea moss, I've lost 25 pounds. You know, and I feel like the sea moss has a lot to do with it because it keeps me full. You know, so. But that's how I got started. You know, I went on this health journey and the rest is history.
Yeah, I love that. Like you said, it keeps you full because, of course, I've partaken. And I feel like it kind of has some of the good parts that coffee provides without the bad parts. You know, like it
Yeah, it's
gives you
like
that
no
energy,
caffeine. It's all natural.
but the energy is sustained because it's all natural. And then it's also giving you, it's curbing your appetite as well, in a good way, in a good, healthy way. I know, like I had posted this. I didn't even realize it because I had started to become kind of dependent on caffeine. And so I was trying to like do this thing where I was only going to drink it on Sundays. I'm only going to have a cup of coffee on Sundays. And I noticed I was drinking the sea moss. I put it in my tea every day. And I went 2 weeks without coffee and didn't even realize it, and I have been drinking it almost every day. So it definitely is effective in that. If nothing else, for me, the energy was a big thing for me. So I really, really commend it for that. How did you get started? I know you said you heard about it through this, Instagrammer, and then you decided to purchase it. Like, what was the process in getting started?
Actually starting the business, what happened was I posted a picture on, I want to say Facebook at first. And like my Facebook just started blowing up. And then I started getting texts from like so many people I haven't even heard from in a while, asking if
Right.
they could get their hands on some of this sea moss. And at first I'm like, oh yeah, I got you. I'll make you some. I'll just drop it off. But then it just started coming in like droves, you know, and then people wanted more after they were done with the first batch, you know, because I sell these 12-ounce jars, and this will last you a good 3-4 weeks. But it just depends on the amount that you take. I recommend taking 1 to 3 teaspoons daily, or I'm sorry, tablespoons. But some people are like addicted to this, and they eat it real, you know, they take big chunks and they be like, can I get some more? So that's how it happened. Friends and family just kept inquiring. And I was like, okay, I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to have to go into business. Like, I'm going to have to. So, yeah, that's how I ended up like, you know what, I'm going to actually do this. So.
Where did the name come from, Happy Moss? So,
I just feel like, especially during these times that we're in, these strange, weird times, you know, I just was thinking about where does my happiness come from? And making the sea moss just brings me so much joy because I get to help other people doing something that I love to do and doing something that I know works for me as far as helping me stay healthy. You know, so I always want to be of service to people, and I want people to be happy in their life, and I want to be happy in my life. And, you know, Philippians 4:4 just came to me. I'm like, be filled with the joy of the Lord, you know? And I'm like, be filled, you know, you got to consume something to be filled, right? So I'm just like, you got to consume the sea moss. So I'm like, at first I was going back and forth with joy moss or, you know, it just wasn't, you know, wasn't running together right. So that's how Happy Moss came, really, because I'm just like, you know, I feel like everybody's goal in life is just to be happy, you know, so.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. Like you said, just considering our current circumstances, we're like starting to creep up out of this pandemic thing, but a lot of people really lost their joy because there was a lot of loss. So to find your way back to happiness is everything, you know, and it starts with the internal, you know, and the CMOS. That's what I love with anything that we do, for it to be purpose work. And you're serving someone's health is purpose work. So that is just a beautiful thing. I love to see it, like I say. What were some of the early on mistakes that you made that you learned from?
The main thing for me was how to ship the sea moss. You know, because it's a consumable, it needs to be refrigerated. There's a lot of things that can make packaging complicated. Because truthfully, I just wasn't expecting to get orders from like Alabama, Georgia. I sent some sea moss to Utah, y'all.
Utah.
What in the world? Shout out, I don't know if Sky Hamilton is in here, but we went to school together and she been putting people on, okay? Because she's on a health journey herself. And a lot of my customers are her friends, you know? And that's another thing that I just love about. I'm like, people been spreading the word. You kind of been like a real tight-knit family and friends type of thing. Yeah. It's awesome. Girl, I done lost track of the question, girl.
No, you answered it. It was the shipping, you said, was one of the hardest things that you had to learn.
Oh, and let me tell you, my family here is a big help. So my family, I have everybody in here on CMOS, and they're like, you know, they want to help. And you know, I work a 9 to 5, so it's hard for me to get to the post office. And when I schedule for the post office to come pick up my package, they'll never come. So I'm actually, you know, using my resources. So instead of having them, my bonus mom, she goes and takes my packages for me. So, you know, that's one of the things, resources like, hey, you know, I'm working right now. Can you drop this off for me? And on top of that, when she went and dropped it off, the postmaster, she told on the post office and was like, look, y'all ain't coming picking up packages. What's going on? And she told them about my business.
So you got to get creative. It's all about
working it out,
especially when it comes to shipping. Yeah. Okay. How do you manage running a small business with all your responsibilities? You mentioned you have a full-time job with the government, you have a son, you're a single mother. How are you managing it all?
Yeah. I'm not. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. I keep going. I keep going.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
funny. I never really use the term single mom because I have so much support from family, from my friends.
Right.
Single mom, and I just thank God for that. But it does get hard. My 9 to 5 is very demanding, and it's a really special mission that we have. So it's a lot of work. But to be honest with you, the CMOS is not work to me because I love doing it. What I figured out was that if I make the CMOS on the weekend, I could take my time, make sure my jars and everything are right, make sure I'm singing to my songs. It's a happy time when I'm making my CMOS. And then I only ship like Monday through Wednesday. That way, by the weekend, my customers will get their CMOS. So, but yeah, but that's how I manage. I don't know.
It takes a village with a business, with
good
everything.
What
yeah. Amen. Amen. Okay. We're going to get to the last question here. It's a little bit delayed, so I'm trying to make sure I'm hearing
Am I freezing up?
That you're saying. It's just a little delayed.
Up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. What would you recommend to someone who's having trouble figuring out the logistics to starting a business?
Okay. Okay.
I see you talking, but I can't hear you. Okay, here we go. I hear you now.
I was thinking about this question when you had sent it to me earlier, and I was like, man, I don't know, because I didn't have to do a lot of figuring out because I really wanted to do. So I was like, well, it's figure itself out. But I think what you do is, it's a lot of people that's out here selling the same stuff. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? You can hear me now?
It's a major delay, but it's going to catch up. So just keep talking.
I would say, go to YouTube University. A lot of people sell the same type of. Ask people. If you don't know how to do something, ask. Somebody knows something. And help yourself. Like I said, go on YouTube University or just try it. Try to do what you think is right, and it'll work out. It'll work out.
Yes, yes. You're like 10 seconds delayed, so that's why I'm trying to give it time to catch up. So we in this.
That's so weird. You're not delayed at all for me. I don't think.
Okay, it could just be me. I don't know if everybody else is having it too. But no, I think that is great tools, just to do what you got to do to get started. I feel like a lot of people, like I said, are trying to figure out where to get started with business. What is their niche? What is it that they're interested in? And to find something that you just are authentically interested in, something that you're doing for yourself. Anything that you're selling, you want to be, using whatever you're selling as well. So the fact that you just were on this health journey and you were able to promote it just like this is what I'm doing for me, and then people jump on board and say I'm trying to get there too. I think a lot of people right now are really investing in self, And so the fact that they can find a way to invest in their health, there's a lot of other things. There's, if you're looking for to get started with self-care, whether it be, face, there's so many things, but just find the things that you're doing, promote it, put it out there, and you'd be surprised how many other people were searching for that but didn't know where to start. And I know for me, anything that I do, I try to find a Black business to support. If there's something that I'm looking for, I'll Google to see if there's a Black business that's selling this thing that I want, and to find a Black business that is selling sea moss. So that was something that I had been wanting to do. So when I found out my best friend was making it, I'm like, bing, bet, perfect, so I was really, really excited to see that you're doing that. And a lot of people are going to continue to support Happy Moss because we need it. We need it. So we are going to keep the party going. There's a little bit of a delay, but what we're doing today, like I said, it's kind of like Name a Better Trio today, because we got not just Issa and Pretty, Ebony, Melvin, but we also have Shay Gibson that's going to join us, who owns a jewelry line, and she is going to hop in the conversation. Then we're going to play a little game, and we're going to have a little fun and just party a little bit on out, okay? So I'm going to see if Shay is ready to join us. Oh, she in the parking lot. We see the parking lot. I see your lips moving, Ebony, but I can't hear you. Hey, gorgeous. Hey.
Hi.
Welcome to a party.
Look, I just left the gym. I couldn't skip the gym again,
better.
so had to
we
get it
talking
in.
About, we talking about managing your time and making it fit in, get in where you can fit in, and that's what you're doing. I'm here for it. I'm here for your hair too. It's so cute.
Thank you, girl. Look, I didn't like it until I got my lashes done, and then I was like, oh, my hair looks really good. Okay.
It changes the game. It changes the game,
Everything.
So welcome. Shay is a new guest on Name a Better Duo, who is also a small business owner, also works full-time and is managing a small business, a jewelry line called the Royalty Line. And we want to just chat with you a little bit about that, get to know, pick your brain on how you're making that work, how you're managing it all, getting workouts in, going to work, and, also being a mother. So we definitely want to talk about that. But first and foremost, as you know, I like to get to know my guests first, but I like to introduce the world to my guests first. So this is my favorite question. Like I said, I asked Ebony, I'm going to ask you too, Shay. If you could hear one song for the first time, like you heard it, the first time you heard it, that's my jam. That's it for me. If you could hear that one song, what would it be?
Juvenile. Slow motion.
How did I know? How did I know? I still remember that long drive to Fayetteville that you made me listen to that on repeat. I swear we listened to that the whole 6 hours to Fayetteville.
You really did. Renee looked over at me. She's like, can we just please? Anything else?
I try to fall asleep. I was like, if I fall asleep and wake up to slow motion, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I'm going to throw my shoe, like, at somebody. But that's your jam. I'm here for it. Slow motion for me. Juvenile used to be it. Okay. Okay, next question. What are your go-to accessories?
So I love rings, like big gaudy rings. I have a snake that like slithers up my finger. Knuckle rings, thumb rings. Like, I love the rings. Obviously, I love my bracelets. I like the stackables, so like I wear several at a time. I made these.
Yeah.
Those are my go-to, and I love a good waist bead. There's nothing that brings out your femininity more than just rocking a nice waist bead.
Okay. Shay's like all the accessories. Okay, I need them all. Okay. I love it. Okay. Who is your fave celebrity fashionista?
I love There are there's several plus size models that I love, but I love Tess Holiday.
Okay.
She is absolutely gorgeous, and then she has these classic looks. She does some other things that are like a little more wild, but like I love the way that she dresses mostly. Michelle Obama, she gets it.
That's a good one.
That's I'm like, oh, okay. And Khloe Kardashian. I absolutely love her attire. She always like, Khloe's my favorite.
I do like
I love the way she does it.
Okay, good. So we got to know you, Shay, a little bit. I want to hop into your business, the royalty line. And first, I just got to ask, why jewelry?
I have been crafting for years, just, doing a little bit here, a little bit there, no big deal. And then all of a sudden the pandemic hit and people just wanted jewelry. People were asking me for jewelry. People wanted to feel more beautiful, feel more luxurious, and some people were working and had money coming in and they were like hitting me up. So it wasn't just like Ebony was just explaining how it was just a need. People were asking and she was like, oh, let me make some money off of this. And that's how it worked for me.
Okay. And what's the motivation behind the royalty line?
My
Where
son,
the money resides?
I want to be like Ebony. I'm very rich. I want to be very rich.
Very rich.
But my son is the number one inspiration, and he's the reason for it all. Just like I need to succeed. There's a particular type of life that I want to live, and in order to do that, like I need to hustle and make it happen. And like you mentioned, I do work a 9 to 5. I'm a billing manager for a behavioral health organization. But in order to get the step ahead, I have to make sure I'm bringing in that extra revenue and taking care of my boy.
Absolutely. What have been some of your challenges thus far? Being that you're a busy woman, how have you managed those challenges?
So the biggest thing is time management, figuring out when to do things, how to do things, like Ebony was explaining as well. You have to rely on your tribe. And I actually got that from Ebony. I called Ebony, and me and Ebony had a long conversation trying to, I'm like, listen, I am struggling here. I have things to do. I'm staying up until 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, how can I make this work? She's like, utilize your tribe. And I had to ask, I started letting my son help me. And he, helps me pre-package things. So we get the bags ready, and he helps me put the labels on the boxes. So we do the prep work ahead of time, so that helps. So I can just create the designs, and we'll put it in the packaging, and then we, however we're going to send it out, we send it out. Yes.
Because Brendan will be 12. Am I right?
He'll be 12. Yep.
He'll be 12. So it's good that when they're at an age where they can actually be of service to you too.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jesus. Yes.
I remember you used to say, I just got to get through, through kindergarten.
Yes. Now, every year since then has been my favorite year.
Yeah.
This is my favorite age. Oh.
So what is your motivate? Well, you talked about your son and the lifestyle that you want to live. That's your motivation for wanting to build multiple streams of revenue?
Definitely. I made some very poor financial decisions when I was younger, and then even several years ago, and I had to, build myself back up, and I'm still trying to correct some things that I did wrong. It's nothing like doing something wrong and you still, be like, Jesus, I don't know why I did that, but help me fix it. So I'm still trying to get there. Right. I'm still working on some things, and that's what we have to do.
Yeah, I love it. I think that it's the growth. It's the growth for me. Okay, when you are able to look back and say, okay, that wasn't my best decision. Okay, but I learned from it, and I'm gonna do better. And now you have that education to teach your son, and to show him the way. This is how you do it. Okay, and now he's at an age where he can actually retain the information, which is everything. How would you recommend a single mom make time for pursuing their passion? You know, I'm sure there's a lot of things. You still need me time. You still need self-care. You still need to be able to do the things that make you happy. So how are you able to implement that as well?
So first and foremost, you need to utilize your tribe. You need to reach out to your family. Ebony, she came to me. I was like, "This is what my problem is. What are we gonna do? How can I go about this?" And she's like, "Utilize your tribe." And that's what I'm doing now. I utilize my tribe. I utilize my family for things, and then I'm strategic. I set a plan. I focus on it, and then crush goals. You have to make things happen. If you want it, you'll make time for it. You make time for new men in your life or new relationships. So you need to make time for yourself and to grow yourself and to grow your business. And no, not men.
But we're not going to do. Big facts. Big facts. I don't know, Ebony. I don't know if we can hear you. Can you hear Ebony? Say something. I can't hear you.
Can you sing me a note?
Type it in the comments. No, because I was going to mention that you are a multi-business owner and that you also offer consulting services for financial consulting. And that's where what Shay was mentioning, which is a big help, because I think that a lot of us are really just now educating ourselves, because it's not something that we learn in school. It's not something that we necessarily even learn at home. You know, it's something that we're now, thanks to YouTube, thanks to Google, educating ourselves on. But to have people who have messed up and learned from their mistakes be able to share what they learned is a great thing. So I think what you're doing, Ebony, as well with your consulting is great, because a lot of people really just need to know, what do I do? Like, I'm overwhelmed. I have a lot on my plate. So you're welcome. I want to play a game. I'm hoping we can hear you, Ebony. We're not trying to be like last time with the Teddy Riley issue. Like, we want to be able to hear you. Okay. Okay. So she's going to come back right now. It's me and you, Shay. What we're going to do next is play a game called This or That. And with This or That, I ask you both a question. I give you two options, and you're going to tell me this or that. We're going to give Ebony a little bit of time to get in. I know, exactly. Here she comes now. Hopefully we can hear you, girl, so that we can really, really get into this conversation. Look at us with the blind, though. You got the honey blind. I got the ombre blind. Hey, Ebony.
Love it.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
You bet. Okay, let's hop into this game before we lose you again. Okay. We playing This or That. Okay, so I'm going to give y'all two options. You're going to tell me this or that and why. Okay?
Okay.
First one. Staycation or jet setting?
I'm gone.
Staycation.
You on a plane, Shay, you staying home. Okay.
You
staying local.
Yes, Airbnb.
Okay. Okay, why? Tell me why, both of y'all.
Ebony, you go first.
Why? Because beaches and palm trees aren't in Maryland.
We got beaches, but it's not the same. Okay, Shay, why you getting the air?
I'm getting the Airbnb so me and my girls can just, hang out locally, just, relax, mimosas, nice spread of food, reading a book.
And you're a driver. Shay likes to drive. Ebony hates to drive, so that's probably part of it too. That's probably a big part of it too. Okay. Out clubbing or game night? Shay, you go first.
Club. It's been COVID. I need velvet rope, bottle popping.
You're like, I need to be outside.
Yes.
I'm gonna give y'all mine because Ebony's on the scroll. I'm a game night. Like, I have become such a homebody over the last couple years. I'm gonna enjoy my four walls. Ebony, club or game night? Ebony. She can hear me now. She lives way, way, way in the deep south. Oh, she left again. Okay, she's gonna come back. Yeah, I'm a game night person now. I think because I love to just cook and entertain, so I love to like be able to like serve people and have them over. So I think that's the thing. And for the staycation or jet setting, it depends on the mood I'm in, because I love a nice road trip. I really love, so I was telling you, I really love solo road trips. Like I love just like getting in the car, listening to my podcast or listening to my music. But I also love hopping on a plane or going to somebody's island, or so
You
I
sure
don't
do.
know. I'm here for both of them. Ebony, you back?
You just balance.
I'm back again. What you said about Waldorf? What you said?
I said you live in the deep south, okay? You live in the
deep south of Maryland. So true. That's
Club
probably
or
what's wrong
game
with the
night,
Wi-Fi
Ebony?
for real. Huh?
Club or game night?
I hate game night.
You don't like games.
I watch other people play games, but I'd rather go dance and have a cool drink.
Yes.
So y'all need to hook up and go outside. You know your president is letting everybody go out and roam with no mask on. So y'all have fun.
That, and I was like, huh?
Y'all's president. Okay. So reality or scripted TV?
Scripted
TV.
TV.
Look at your sister.
I know. I just got really happy.
Hi, beautiful.
Hey, Drew. I love you. When we talk about reality or scripted?
Yes, definitely scripted for me.
I have to go with scripted too, because reality, I don't know what's real, what's fake. I don't know.
But with Portia and all of them, look, Butter Ripple said reality. I feel you. It's definitely entertaining, but I'm here for a good scripted television show. I think that's the first one we all agreed on. I'm good for some good comedy, like a sitcom. I'm here for it. Like I said, my guilty pleasure is Grownish. I love me some Grownish. So
I just can't watch a TV show where they think the Underground Railroad is a train. I just can't. That
Yeah.
No.
I can't.
Scripted.
Y'all, okay. So that's been fun. I got one more question for y'all before we hit off and we really get the weekend popping, because like y'all said, we here to celebrate. And I got some news before we get off of here. But first, it's my birthday. I brought y'all on because y'all both know me very well. We're all very close. What is our funniest moment together? Just you and me. Shay, I'll let you go first.
I was thinking about this. I don't know what our funniest moment is. Like, we have been together all your life. All your life I've been with you. I don't remember a time where I wasn't with you. I remember being in a hospital room with your mom when she was having Jaleel. But I'm going to tell you what my favorite memory is with you. It wasn't necessarily funny, but it was just my favorite.
I miss
your mom and dad put us in a truck. And Uncle Jerry took a bed and put it in the back of the bed of the truck. And this was back in the day when you didn't need seatbelts to ride around, and you could just be in the back of the truck in the country, like living your life. And me and Renee just laid in the back of the bed of the truck on this mattress, and we were just like looking up at the sky and just riding around, and we just rode around all Saturday.
Yes.
That's all I remember.
I'm talking about you, country. Ebony,
yes.
I'm talking about you, country. We was country, okay? We grew up in the country, all right, like miles to the next house, country, cows across the street. And so we had this pickup truck, this Toyota, I don't know what it was, and we used to ride around. I remember I would ride around the back, and then I would see the cops and I'd lay down. Just country, okay? Just flat out country. That's a good memory. That was really, really good, Shay. Okay, Ebony, hopefully we can hear you. Funniest moment with me. With your girl. Oh, we can't hear you.
So choose just one, but
okay.
There we go.
Girl, remember that time, the first time I came
I hear you now.
Can you hear me? No? You can hear me now?
Go ahead. Mm-hmm. You out there in the boonies, we can't hear you. Daggone it, you was in,
Okay.
and now you out.
So to me, the funniest memory was actually like a few years ago. We were leaving church in LA. That was my first time.
Oh, we gonna try to get through this thing with Ebony.
Definitely.
It's all good. I think I know where she's going with this story though. But yeah, this is good fun. I remember that pickup truck. Let me tell you.
Yes. What is your funniest memory with us?
I would say that slow motion with you. Like honestly,
I don't even feel like
Ebony's the same way. Like y'all will listen to a song over and over again, and that's not my thing. Like when I like a song, I don't want to play it too much because then I play it out and then I don't want to hear it no more. So I remember Ebony did the same thing with No Guidance. When you came to LA, you kept playing that song.
First of all, that was not just me. That was you too.
But you definitely played it like 20 times. When you was talking, we was in church in LA. You came to visit one church in LA.
Girl, so you know, we out here, we praising the Lord. We done got a good dose of the Lord, okay? A double portion. And we were headed, where we go? Did we go to Catalina Island after church that day? Or was that the day?
It might have been that day.
Anywho, we walk into the car. Can you hear me? And this dude trying to holler, talk about something. What y'all about to do, or what you about to do? I think he was talking to Renee. Like, we like, first of all, we just came from church. Girl, he didn't even care. He didn't even care. But that was hilarious because we like, can y'all hear me?
Thank God for Jesus. Had us prayed up, okay? Had us prayed up and protected. I don't remember that, but that must have been 2016, the first time you came.
I think
that's funny though. Thank God for Jesus. He's been protecting us and keeping us along the way. And I'm grateful for both of you. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Of course. I'm just loving that hair and that TLC shirt. I didn't mention that.
Yeah, it was.
She's delayed. But thank you, Shay. Thank you for being here. I was about to say thank you, Father. I'm so used to talking to the Lord. Thank you both for being here and sharing your gift and your talent. If you are not already, make sure you follow them both. We have Issa and Pretty. Okay, and you can DM her to make your purchases of your Happy Mall. She'll ship to you wherever you are. Utah, it don't matter. And then we got Shay. Yes.
You're welcome.
Yes. And then we have Shay. You have two Instagrams. Which one do you prefer?
I do. So Shay Duchess of Grace 2 is where you can see the jewelry line. Shay Duchess of Grace, that's where you can just see me. It's a lot of me though. It's a lot of me.
Okay. Yes. And make sure you flood her DM as well to make your purchases of the royalty line. It's just a lot of Black business out here for us to support, you know? So why not support it? It's stuff you need. If you need jewelry, you gotta accessorize, you know? You need to get healthy, you need CMOS. So I'm so proud of both of you and what you're doing. It's a beautiful thing to see. I love to see it, as I always say. I think that this is the time to really, really take advantage of the extra time that we have. A lot of people are working from home. Not everyone is, but for those who are, you know, use that extra time, that commute you might have had to work. You could be packing up a shipment, or you could be working on your logo or working on your website. So I really encourage you to just find the things that you're already doing that you enjoy and find ways that you can monetize it. You know, now is the season to build multiple streams of revenue, okay? For your children,
Yeah.
for yourself, for your legacy. You know, what legacy do you want to leave behind? That's what we're here for. I want to leave legacy that gets to where the money resides. Okay. That's what I'm here for. Thank you all for celebrating my birthday with me. I have a very, very special business venture that I'm working on now. You will see on my birthday, which is Saturday, May 15th. Drum roll, please. I will be dropping my website, ReneeNicoleProductions.com. So there you will be able to find my new merchandise. This is actually an old sample. I have new samples of the crop tops, the sweatshirts, the hats, and more. So if you go to my website on Saturday, my birthday, and make a purchase $40 or more between Saturday and Sunday, you will get 15% off. My birthday is May 15th, so I just went with 15. And I just love for you guys to come out and support all my viewers. Thank you for being faithful and supporting the show. And I wanted to be able to get some merch out to you so that you can continue. Last year, in the heart of the pandemic, like in the very beginning, and I, you know, fought it for a little bit, but God said, do it now, and I did, and it's been so rewarding. So I thank everyone who's been with me from the beginning, all the newbies. I appreciate y'all. So definitely check that out, Renee Nicole Productions. I have a lot of other things coming as well, and check out the website, and you'll see it all. But yes, that'll be my birthday, May 15th. Make sure you'll see it. I'll post it on Instagram so you can't forget. But thank you, guys. Thank you, Shay.
Happy birthday.
I love you all. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll see y'all very soon. But thank you guys for coming out and sharing what y'all doing. Again, I'm proud of y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I love y'all. And everyone watching, thank you, guys. Thank you for celebrating with me. I love you all. Have a great weekend.
Yes.
Bye.